Hi, I'm Meenakshi Shedde. I'm Senior Program Advisor South Asia to the Toronto International Film Festival, TIFF. I'm here at TIFF and wanted to talk to you about this most exquisite film by Payal Kapadia called All We Imagine as Light. So this film had a glorious splash at the Cannes Film Festival where it won the Grand Prix. It was the first film in 30 years that India had a film in competition at all, and it had to be a woman, and it had to be someone as poetic as Payal Kapadia. She of course has a huge body of work as a documentary filmmaker and kind of docu-fiction space. And of course, her Night of Knowing Nothing had already won the Golden Eye, the L'Œil d'Or at Cannes earlier for Best Documentary. So, and she's been at top festivals worldwide. And her film comes here, All You Imagine is Like, to TIFF. And it is a film about two Malayali nurses from Kerala who work in a hospital in Bombay, and their friendship with a cook working in Singh Hospital. It's played by this incandescent Kanik Kusruti and Divya Prabha, along with Chayat Kadam, who plays the cook, and there's Ridu Haroon. And the film it's looking at the friendship between these two women. It's looking at loneliness in the city. It's looking about desires, looking at unfulfilled desires. So Kanik's character, she's married in an arranged marriage. Her husband's away in Germany. No contact for money. He hasn't even called. And suddenly a shiny red rice cooker appears from nowhere. Presumably it's him, and it's how it throws her life into turmoil. Whereas Divya Prabha is like the opposite. She wants to find love. She's gonna go and get it. And she's in love with a Muslim boy. And her family doesn't know. And then there is, so the first half of the film is just beautifully shot by Ranveer Das. It's shot in the monsoon in Bombay. It's all blue, kind of blue haze. There's kind of a hazy sheen. It's kind of always also looking at the underbelly, but it's looking at the underbelly in a very tender way. It's looking at vegetable vendors, people selling stuff on the streets, just ordinary by lanes and stuff. But it's looking at the underbelly, people marginalized with so much love, with so much tenderness, with so much warmth and affection and poetry, right? So the first half is shot in blue, and then it moves to the Konkan countryside where Chaya Kadam lives, and she's forced to leave a city that she's lived for much of her life because her husband has died and her house is being grabbed by big builders and kagas nahi hai, right? So she doesn't have papers. So it's also making very political references. This whole references to, if you don't have papers, you don't have an identity, you don't exist, we're going to deport you or bung you into jail. So it doesn't say anything, but it says so much by saying so little. I think this is really a skill. It's also making very feminist comments about how women, you can be for years and generations, mothers, wives, grandmothers, sisters, daughters, lovers, you'll almost never have a woman's name on the ownership of a house or property or land, right? They're doing everything they give you your life, but you won't find them where it matters the most. It's also making reference to that because Chaya says, we've lived here all my life. I've lived here for like 25 years. I don't have papers to show for it, but the facts, the truth doesn't matter, papers do. So she's saying a lot of things very poetically, and then when they move to Konkan, it's just this green, beautiful space by the sea. She goes into a whole poetic, kind of slightly magical realism space, and again talking of dreams and desires, but it is so poetic, it is so metaphorical, and it's fantastic for a filmmaker to be able to do, who comes from a docu background, who's looking at the underbelly, is political and poetic and haunting at the same time. Oh my God, that's so much talent in one film. We're insanely thrilled to present it at TIFF. And thank you also to the producers. It's a French film. There's Petit Chaos. Look at the name. Little Chaos is the name of the production house. It's distributed by Janus Films in North America and the US. So it's going to have a huge life after, and we're very, very proud of it. So thank you.